The night was dark and silent as William trudged his way home. He had stayed late at work, engrossed in a project that had consumed his attention for weeks now. Exhausted and eager to unwind, he longed to reach the comfort of his cozy apartment. Little did he know, this night would hold a horrifying encounter that would forever change his perception of the world. As he walked down the dimly lit street, his steps seemed to echo ominously. The only sound breaking the eerie silence, the street lights flickered intermittently, casting eerie shadows that danced along the pavement. A chill ran down William's spine, but he brushed it off as mere imagination. Suddenly, a gust of wind rustled through the trees, causing him to quicken his pace. The silence of the night was oppressive, and he felt as if unseen eyes were watching his every move. He tried to shake off the feeling, reminding himself that it was just his tired mind playing tricks on him. Approaching an alleyway, William's heart skipped a beat. Something was not right. The air grew heavy with an indescribable presence, and he felt a surge of unease wash over him. He hesitated, contemplating whether to take a detour and avoid the foreboding darkness of the alley. But curiosity got the better of him, and he decided to face his fears head-on. As he stepped into the alley, a shiver ran down his spine. The narrow passage was dimly illuminated by a single flickering street light at the end. The air grew colder, and a sense of impending doom lingered in every gust of wind. William's heart raced, and he could hear the sound of his own breath echoing in his ears. Suddenly, he heard a low, guttural growl emanating from the shadows. He froze, his eyes frantically scanning the darkness for any sign of movement. The growl grew louder, more menacing, and he could feel the hairs on the back of his neck stand on end. Out of nowhere, a pair of glowing eyes pierced the darkness. William's heart pounded in his chest as he realized he was face to face with a monstrous creature. Its snarling jaws dripped with saliva, and its sharp fangs glistened in the dim light. Fear coursed through his veins, paralyzing him with terror. With a burst of adrenaline, William turned on his heels and sprinted out of the alley, his heart pounding in his chest. The creature gave chase, its heavy footsteps echoing behind him. Panic fueled his every step as he desperately searched for an escape route. He ran through the maze-like streets, blindly following his instincts, his only goal to survive the encounter. The creature's presence was relentless, its growls and snarls growing louder with each passing moment. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, William stumbled upon a deserted park. He darted behind a tree, gasping for breath, his heart threatening to burst through his chest. The creature circled the area, its sinister eyes scanning the surroundings, searching for its prey. In the darkness, William realized that his only chance of survival was to remain invisible, to become one with the shadows. He pressed himself against the tree, praying that the creature would not detect him. Minutes turned into hours as he held his breath, his muscles tense with anticipation. Finally, as the first light of dawn began to break through the horizon, the creature's presence dissipated. William cautiously emerged from his hiding spot, his body trembling with exhaustion and relief. The nightmarish ordeal was over, but the memory of that encounter would forever haunt him. As he made his way home, the sun's warm rays illuminated the streets, casting away the darkness of the night. The city awakened to a new day, oblivious to the horrors that had unfolded in its midst. William's footsteps were heavy, burdened by the weight of a secret he would carry with him forever. From that day on, he lived with a newfound appreciation for the fragility of life and the thin veil that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. The horrible moments he had faced in the dead of night had shaken him to his core, reminding him that darkness can lurk in the most unexpected places, ready to unveil the terrifying unknown.